All right, in this video, we're going to do warm-up number 17. Make sure you show your work and write the question and the answer if you didn't print it. If you did print it, you still need to show your work on how you solved the answer or how I solved the answer. So number one, the measure of an acute angle, and remember an acute angle is an angle that is less than 90 degrees. It's represented by 3x plus 26. 3x plus 26 is going to be less than 90. That's how we're going to set it up in an equation. Which is not a possible value for x. So we're going to plug in these values for x and see which one is not true. So first, we're going to plug in that 10. And 3 times 10 plus 26. Well, 3 times 10 is 30. 30 plus 26 is 56, and 56 is less than 90. So that checks. So that is not our answer because we're looking for ones that are not possible values for x. Then we do 20. 3 times 20 is 60, plus 26 is 86, and that is less than 90 as well. So B is not our answer. Then we're going to plug in 30. 3 times 30 is 90, plus 26 is 116, and 116 is not less than 90. So that is not our answer, or it is not a possible value for x, which means it is our answer. Then we're going to plug in 40, and 40, when we do 3 times 40 is 120, plus 26 is 146, and 146 is also not less than 90, so we can cross that out. So that means our answer here is C and D because 30 and 40 are not possible values for x if we have an acute angle. Moving on to number 2, a game rental service allows customers to rent games for $5 each after paying a monthly membership fee of $7. The total amount spent each month can be modeled by y equals 5x plus 7. What does the variable x represent in this function? So A says the total amount of money spent each month. Well, that would be equal to our y. That's how much money we're spending. The number of games rented, that is what x represents. So that is our answer. And C, the cost of renting one game. Well, the cost of renting one game is $5. So that is also not our answer. Okay, moving on to number 3, our function of the day. Okay, so just like we did in all of our other functions of the day, we need to rearrange this to slope-intercept form, which is y equals mx plus b. So to do that, we're going to divide by 0.5. We're going to divide every term by 0.5. So we end up with y is equal to 3x minus 4. Remember, when you divide by 1/2, you're multiplying it by 2. You can type it into a calculator to double check, but if you are dividing by a fraction, which is 0.5 is a fraction, 1/2, you are actually multiplying by the inverse, so multiplying by 2/1. And that's how we end up with y equals 3x minus 4. Okay, this -4 is telling me the y-intercept, 0, -4. Now I'm going to start plugging in my x values. So f of -2 is going to be equal to a -10. When I plug in f of 0, that's going to give me my y-intercept of -4. And I can graph my point. Then I have f of 2, and that is going to equal 2. And I can graph that point as well. And finally, I have f of 4. And when I find f of 4, I find that it's equal to 8. And then I'm going to find f of 5. Oh, there I graphed my line because there's no more points that are going to fit on the graph. And then when I find f of 5, 3 times 5 is 15, minus 4 is equal to 11. All right, that's it for warm-up number 17. Make sure you take the notes, graph your function, and turn in your work at the end of the week.